We survived the winter, and now this is my 1 year review of the 2023 standard range Mach-E. Now I'd say the car is fairly spacious, given that my 5-year-old sits in her car seat behind me, and I'm a 6'2" driver. Haven't cleaned the car out yet after winter, and honestly, I gotta say, in addition to the interior space, I didn't want to go EV without having a Frunk. It seems like a small deal, but I put, besides the windshield washer fluid and the snow brush and other knickknacks and the grocery bags, the real benefit to that you don't get to see is, well, actually, nothing's in the trunk most of the time. I've got a seat back cargo manager, but other than that, there's really nothing to roll around, and the dogs get to jump right in. I'm pretty much at the end of my morning commute, 10 kilometers, and we got 10 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers today at 7 degrees Celsius. A lot of that included idling, dropping my kid off at school, odd time in traffic. A day like today, for me, it's going to get up to about a high of 14. I don't actually have a sweater on, but 10 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. I'm going to break down the chart down here because most people don't seem to know exactly what all of these pieces are. If I had on my heat or air conditioning, that would be the climate use. The driving is obviously when the car's on the road, and the accessories would be the heated steering wheel, heated seats, and everything else that's in the car. Just keeping the car on is what they'd call accessories, essentially. I think that's what you'd say is more or less from the 12-volt battery. Either way, exterior temperature is where most people tend to falter. That is literally anything that's going to condition the battery. I have a feeling that this battery is happiest around 20 degrees or so, which means that below that temperature, after 10 or 15 minutes driving, it begins to heat the battery. And in the summer, I also noticed exterior temperature. It's a lower number in the summer, but that would obviously be to cool the battery. They want this battery in a happy spot, so it has both heating and cooling. Great thermal management for the battery in the Mach-E. So before we go, let's backtrack to winter a little bit and look at the cost of running over the winter. Using 25 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers over a 1,500 kilometer distance, say that's what you traveled in a month, you'll notice that you'll still drive an EV with home charging for around $70 versus $200 if you have a pretty efficient vehicle. Removing the carbon tax would save this driver about $20, or driving an EV for half the cost of that. Remember to scan the QR code to try my online calculator for yourself.